Welcome, friends, to Ancient Wisdom. Dear friends, money, a tool of necessity, ambition, and power, is a mirror reflecting our values. It often dictates how we live, what we prioritize, and even how we connect with others. But amidst the myriad of financial decisions we face, have you ever considered that money is more than just an asset? It's a reflection of our purpose and a measure of what truly matters. Whether you're wealthy or struggling to make ends meet, there are three types of money you must spend in life. Expenses that transcend all status or circumstance. These aren't about luxury or survival. They are investments in the essence of life itself: growth, relationships, and the impact you leave behind. Imagine this. Regardless of how much you've accumulated or how little you possess, the value of money lies not in its amount, but in how you use it. Do you spend it chasing fleeting desires, or do you use it to build something lasting? Do you let money define your worth, or do you use it to shape your legacy? The truth is, whether rich or poor, these three types of spending unite us all. They shape our journeys, anchor us to what is essential, and help us make the world a better place when we're gone. In today's discussion, we'll explore these three timeless principles of spending. Together, let's discover how aligning our finances with purpose can transform not just our bank accounts, but also our lives and the lives of those around us. The first type of spending: investing in yourself and personal growth. Imagine billionaire Bill Gates being transported to a remote corner of Africa, stripped of every penny. Most would agree that it wouldn't be long before he rebuilt his fortune. Why? Because his real wealth lies not in his bank account, but in the knowledge and skills he carries within. A poor mind leads to a poor life. In essence, investing in your mind is the safest and most reliable financial strategy. It ensures that no matter where you go or what circumstances you face, you'll always have the tools to rebuild and thrive. Some might protest, "I'm barely surviving, drowning in debt. How can I afford to invest in learning?" Besides, education doesn't guarantee quick results. But this mindset is the very reason many remain stuck. When you have nothing, your mind is your greatest resource, a seed capable of growing wealth from the ground up. The less you have materially, the more crucial it becomes to cultivate mental riches. Without knowledge, even the most basic opportunities can pass you by unnoticed. Focusing solely on immediate needs while ignoring the bigger picture can trap you in a cycle of struggle. Many work tirelessly their entire lives, constantly chasing money, only to find it slipping through their fingers. Why? Because they fail to realize that true transformation begins with the mind, not the wallet. Life's hardships often stem from lessons we've yet to learn. Only by actively seeking knowledge and understanding can we overcome these challenges and unlock new possibilities. The wisest individuals recognize that learning from others' experiences and guidance is the fastest and most effective way to create their own path. Investing in learning is never a waste. Even if it requires borrowing or sacrifice, the returns are immeasurable. Education opens doors to opportunities that ignorance keeps locked. While the cost of learning is finite, the cost of ignorance is a lifetime of missed potential and unnecessary suffering. If life is bound to teach you hard lessons, why not learn proactively? Trust your resources to those who can offer wisdom and guidance, rather than leaving yourself at the mercy of life's costly and unpredictable trials. In the end, investing in yourself isn't just an expense. It's a declaration of hope and belief in your own future. And those who understand this truth are the ones who rise, no matter how far they fall. The second type of spending: money to support your parents. Dear friends, some might say, "I can't even afford decent clothes or manage my debts. How can I possibly spare money for my parents?" Others might think, "My family isn't struggling financially. My parents insist they have enough and don't need anything from me." But the truth is, supporting your parents financially isn't about the amount. It's about the love and gratitude behind it. Regardless of their financial situation or your own challenges, setting aside a portion of your income to honor your parents is an essential act of humanity and morality. Take a moment to reflect. No matter how difficult life was, your parents raised you with care and sacrifice. Did they ever withhold their love or support because of financial struggles or mounting debts? Even in their hardest times, they gave selflessly to nurture you into the person you are today. Now, it is your turn to give back. How can one justify saying, "I'll only support my parents when I have money"? Such a mindset ignores the fundamental truth that your parents are the foundation of your existence. You may not yet realize it, but your parents are your bridge to blessings and harmony in life. Your relationship with them profoundly impacts your ability to navigate life's challenges. When you honor and support them, you align yourself with the flow of gratitude and blessings that pave the way for smoother journeys. Look around you. Isn't it often those who neglect their parents or harbor unresolved conflicts with them who face constant struggles, career instability, or setbacks in life? Conversely, a survey of 500 of the world's top entrepreneurs found one shared trait. They were all deeply devoted and filial to their parents. Supporting your parents isn't just for their benefit, it's for yours as well. The money you spend on them symbolizes your respect, gratitude, and recognition of their sacrifices. Even if you can't provide much, the intention and effort matter more than the amount. And if financial support isn't possible, never underestimate the value of respect and harmony. Speak to your parents with patience and understanding, especially during disagreements. These actions, too, are a way of honoring them. No matter how deep your debts or how difficult your situation, never neglect your duty to your parents. The love and gratitude you express toward them not only enrich their lives, but also bless your own in ways you might not yet understand. The third type of spending, money to give back. Spending money to give back is about more than just generosity. It's about fostering a cycle of positivity and gratitude that uplifts both others and yourself. Giving back includes contributing to society, supporting those around you, and acknowledging the interconnectedness of our lives. Even if financial giving feels difficult, a small gesture, a $5 pack of gum, a cup of coffee, or a simple meal can create ripples of kindness that go far beyond the act itself. Consider this. When you see someone struggling, your small expense could mean the difference between hunger and a hearty meal, sadness and a smile. Compassion, no matter how modest, carries immense value. It's not the amount that matters, but the intention behind the act. A few dollars given with sincerity can hold the same merit as millions donated by wealthy philanthropists when it aligns with a heart full of care. If you're an employer, remember that your success is built on the dedication of your team. Giving back to your employees, whether through bonuses, welfare funds, or simple gestures of appreciation, isn't just kind, it's just. Companies that prioritize their employees' well-being often see those investments return as loyalty, productivity, and a harmonious workplace. Even if you're financially constrained, there are always ways to give back. For instance, you can show gratitude and respect in your workplace. In challenging economic times, your job, no matter how demanding, provides sustenance and stability. Approach your responsibilities with diligence and a spirit of cooperation. Maintain positive relationships with colleagues and supervisors, avoiding unnecessary conflict. Unreasonable demands from superiors? View them as opportunities for growth. As the old saying goes, reasonable requests are training, unreasonable requests are refining. Every leader, regardless of their background, has endured challenges to reach their position. Viewing your boss as a benefactor rather than an adversary can shift your mindset, reducing frustration and fostering understanding. How you treat your leaders often mirrors how your subordinates will treat you. Leadership begins with the ability to follow well. This principle of reciprocity applies to all human interactions. Giving back, whether through money, time, or effort, is not just an outward act. It's a way to nurture your own growth, deepen your connections, and align yourself with the greater good. No matter your circumstances, you always have something to offer, and in giving, you receive far more in return. Even a smile can be a way of giving back. Kind words, thoughtful actions, and genuine smiles possess a quiet but profound power to transform someone's day. A heartfelt compliment or a warm smile can uplift spirits and leave a lasting impression of kindness and positivity. In their simplicity, these gestures are a profound way of giving back. Dear friends, a renowned psychologist once said, "A smile is a standard by which we can measure whether a person is capable of adapting to their environment." In the rush of daily life, a smile is a bridge that fosters joy and connection. It reflects inner warmth, empathy, and acceptance, a silent but powerful message of understanding and compassion. Allow me to share a story to illustrate the power of a smile. One day, before a plane took off, a passenger requested a glass of water to take his medication. The flight attendant, caught in the flurry of pre-flight preparations, kindly explained, "The plane is preparing for takeoff. For your safety, please wait a few minutes. Once we're in the air and stable, I'll bring you some water." Time passed, and with her duties pulling her in many directions, she forgot the request until the passenger pressed the call button. Realizing her oversight, she quickly brought him water, smiling apologetically. But the man was livid. Pointing to his watch, he snapped, "Do you know how long I've been waiting?" Despite her efforts to explain and apologize, the passenger's anger persisted. Hoping to make amends, she offered to bring him water regularly during the flight, but he refused, remaining upset. Before landing, he requested the feedback book, seemingly to file a complaint. Expecting criticism, the flight attendant maintained her composure, offering one final smile. She said, "Let me apologize again. Whatever suggestions or critiques you have, I'll take them to heart." Smiles, as someone once said, are like blossoms, fragrant flowers born from a pure heart. They need no embellishment, yet they can move people profoundly. A smile is not just an expression, it is joy, warmth, and an endless source of light. Without smiles, the heart becomes rigid, like a frozen river. But when you can smile through criticism, crises, and pain, you disarm misfortune, robbing it of its power. In time, it fades, leaving only the strength and grace that your smile has built. Smiling is more than a reaction. It's a choice, a gift, and a reflection of resilience. Even in the face of adversity, it reminds us and those around us that hope and kindness always prevail. A smile is more than an expression. It is a reflection of sincerity and openness. It has the power to bridge gaps between strangers, draw people closer, and infuse happiness into the hearts of loved ones. Truly, a smile is a noble and eternal flower of the soul, blooming effortlessly, yet leaving an indelible mark of warmth and connection. We all aspire to live with nobility and earn the respect of others. Yet, few understand that nobility is not a title or status. It is a reflection of character. It lies in the values we uphold, the way we treat others, and the courage we show in facing life's imperfections. Life, at its core, is a continuous journey of self-improvement. Each day offers an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Who you are today should be more compassionate, wise, and resilient than who you were yesterday. And who you will be tomorrow should reflect even greater refinement and growth. So, what defines a noble character? Below, we delve into one of the most essential virtues that embody true nobility: the courage to admit mistake. Admitting mistakes, the mark of true nobility. An ancient proverb wisely states, "Raising your head to explain is not as virtuous as lowering it to admit your fault." Yet, admitting mistakes is a rare quality in today's world. Many people avoid taking responsibility, finding excuses, shifting blame, or even denying their wrongdoings. Why? Because society often equates admitting faults with weakness or humiliation. But in truth, admitting mistakes is one of the highest forms of strength and nobility. It requires courage, humility, and a deep sense of integrity. When you acknowledge your shortcomings, you lose nothing, not your dignity, respect, or blessings. Instead, you gain trust, credibility, and the admiration of others. A noble individual has the wisdom to turn inward during challenging times, seeking the root of problems within themselves. They don't fear accountability. Instead, they embrace it as an opportunity to grow. This level of self-awareness and humility is to admit a mistake is to show that you value truth over ego, growth over pride. It is an act of generosity toward yourself and others, opening the door to deeper understanding, healing, and progress. In this relentless pursuit of self-improvement, let us remember that nobility lies not in perfection, but in the courage to confront imperfection with grace and resolve. True greatness begins when we dare to admit, "I was wrong and I am ready to make it right." 2. Tolerance and patience. The teeth are hard and unyielding while the tongue is soft and flexible. Yet, by the end of life, the teeth fall out, but the tongue remains. This profound observation mirrors life's greatest lesson. Rigidity leads to breaking, while gentleness and adaptability allow us to endure. Water, soft and yielding, carves mountains and shapes the earth, demonstrating unparalleled strength through persistence and flexibility. In life, it is those who remain calm, composed, and patient who achieve true and lasting success. Patience is one of life's highest virtues. As the saying goes, "Step back, and the seas and skies will calm. Be patient, and the storms will subside." In moments of conflict, turmoil, and struggle, patience becomes a bridge that resolves difficulties and restores peace. Noble individuals prioritize tolerance and patience, carrying these qualities in their hearts like a shield against life's chaos. With such inner strength, no amount of gossip, provocation, or conflict can disturb their tranquility. 3. Letting go. To hold on too tightly is to carry a heavy stone on your back, exhausting yourself while achieving nothing. Those who cannot let go grow resentful, weighed down by burdens that prevent them from reaching their destination. Life is like a suitcase. Pick it up when necessary and set it down when it's not. Yet, many people cling to their burdens, dragging them endlessly along the journey. Such reluctance to release the unnecessary creates suffering and blocks the path to peace. Letting go is not the same as giving up. Giving up is an act of surrender. Letting go is an act of strength and spiritual growth. While giving up may seem easy, letting go demands courage, wisdom, and self-awareness. Throughout history, the most enlightened figures have mastered the art of letting go at the right moments. They understand the rhythms of life, the will of heaven, the hearts of people, and the ebb and flow of change. By knowing when to advance and when to retreat, they achieve harmony, balance, and true nobility. 4. Integrity and trustworthiness. An ancient saying reminds us, "A person without integrity cannot stand tall." Among life's virtues, trustworthiness is paramount. It is the foundation of faith, reliability, and credibility. Trust cannot be bought with wealth, and once lost, it is nearly impossible to regain. A trustworthy person embodies consistency between words and actions. They honor their promises and complete what they begin. Integrity distinguishes the noble from the petty, standing as a cornerstone of character and morality. Confucian philosophy lists integrity as one of the 5 constants: benevolence, righteousness, propriety, wisdom, and integrity, qualities that define a person of virtue. Among these, integrity shines as the thread that weaves all others together. A person of integrity becomes a beacon of trust and respect, their character unshaken even in the face of trials. To live a life of true nobility, cultivate patience, learn to let go, and uphold unwavering integrity. These qualities will not only elevate your spirit, but also leave a legacy of inspiration for others, an inspiring story of integrity. Guaji, a prince of the Wu kingdom during the spring and autumn period, stands as a timeless symbol of integrity and virtue. Renowned for his filial piety, Guaji's reputation extended far beyond his kingdom. In 545 BCE, he embarked on diplomatic missions to several Central Plains states, including Lu, Qi, Zhong, Wei, and Jin, where his character left a lasting impression. During his travels, Guiji stopped in the Shu kingdom. The king of Shu, captivated by Guiji's sword, admired it deeply but was too shy to express his desire. Perceiving the king's unspoken wish, Guiji silently resolved to gift the sword on his return. Tragically, by the time Guiji returned, the king had passed away. True to his word, Guiji honored his unspoken promise by laying the sword on the king's grave. This poignant story illustrates the unwavering commitment of noble individuals to uphold their promises, even when the recipient is no longer alive. Integrity, as demonstrated by Guiji, transcends time and circumstance, serving as a beacon of moral excellence. Cultivating nobility. Greatness begins with self-cultivation. To achieve true nobility, one must endure trials and hardships. Just as steel must be forged in fire to become a sharp blade, individuals must refine themselves through challenges to leave a lasting legacy. Self-cultivation surpasses the superficial trappings of wealth, power, and status. It is the cornerstone of individuality, enabling people to contribute meaningfully to society, support their families, and remain authentic. Dominating the weak or exploiting the powerless reflects not strength but the absence of virtue, an animalistic instinct, unworthy of humanity's higher calling. In today's world, many loudly proclaim themselves cultivated, often by belittling others to elevate their own image. True cultivation, however, is not measured by degrees, intellect, or appearances. A high degree does not guarantee wisdom. Intelligence does not equate to enlightenment, and outward refinement does not signify inner growth. True cultivation is revealed in small, seemingly insignificant details. Imagine a bowl of soup spilling on you in a crowded restaurant, or someone stepping on your foot in a busy street. How do you respond? Do you smile and let it go, or lash out in anger? Such moments expose the depth or shallowness of character. Consider the dinner table, where some people flip every piece of food, searching for the perfect bite. This behavior, rooted in selfishness, pales in comparison to the dignity of someone who humbly accepts what is offered. Beyond questions of etiquette or hygiene, such actions reflect an inner narrowness and lack of thoughtfulness. Similarly, outdated notions of male superiority linger in some societies, where men cling to dominance as a measure of worth. This thinking is shallow and misguided. In the lexicon of cultivation, there is no room for fear or control, only harmony and mutual respect. True nobility is not about asserting power or achieving status. It lies in the quiet strength of integrity, the patience to endure challenges, and the humility to grow continuously. Cultivate these values, and you will leave a legacy that speaks louder than any title or possession ever could. Cultivation is not submission. Confucius once asked his disciple Tzu Kung about the essence of cultivation. To illustrate his point, he shared a story. There was a dog notorious for biting passers-by. One day, a man encountered the dog. Instead of retaliating, he dodged its attacks. Despite his efforts, the dog bit him, drawing blood. Frustrated, the man kicked the dog away and it ran off. Another man faced the same dog but reacted differently. He refused to let it go, grabbing its front legs and pinning it down. The dog bit his arm in defense, and the man, in retaliation, bit the dog back. The struggle escalated until both were injured. Hearing the story, Su Chung remarked, "The second man was no different from the dog." The world is filled with negativity, and it's easy to be drawn into cycles of retaliation and anger. However, cultivation teaches us to rise above such destructive patterns. It is not submission, but a path of transformation and inner strength. What is cultivation? Cultivation is like the gentle breeze of spring. It nurtures, uplifts, and encourages the best within us to bloom, much like flowers under the warmth of the sun. Dear friends, no matter how vibrant a flower may seem, without roots, it will wither. No matter how pure water may appear, without a source, it will dry up. Similarly, each of us is like a kite. Only with a strong and steady string can we soar high. Without that anchor, no matter how beautiful the kite, it remains confined to the chest, never realizing its potential. Cultivating the body and the mind. A meaningful life is one where the body is nurtured through simplicity and the mind is enriched with abundance. This balance, modesty in material matters and depth in character, is what allows one to live harmoniously and purposefully. As the saying goes, raise sons in modesty and daughters in abundance. But in truth, all people, sons or daughters, should cultivate a modest body and a rich mind. Modesty of the body means pruning away excess, refining oneself, and finding strength through simplicity. It is not about deprivation, but about avoiding the endless chase of material desires. Desires unchecked are like a fire, capable of motivating but also of consuming. Moderate desires can inspire progress, but excessive desires cloud judgment, create dissatisfaction, and exhaust both the body and the spirit. Learning when enough is the key to lasting contentment. Strive for excellence, but don't always demand to be the best. Appreciate money, but don't let it dominate your life. Work hard for a home, but don't let it become your sole purpose. Living modestly allows space for peace and self-reflection. The wisdom of balance. A simple bowl of vegetable soup nourishes just as a lavish feast does. A grand mansion offers comfort, but in the end, we all require just a small space to call home. True cultivation lies in understanding that life is meant to be enjoyed, not spent obsessing over material gain. A luxurious house or fancy car won't earn you genuine respect, nor will they bring true happiness. It is in simplicity, self-restraint, and the richness of the mind that we find fulfillment. Let life be a journey of growth and harmony, where the things you own do not end up owning you. Cultivating a modest body. Living modestly means not placing excessive importance on appearances. In many Eastern cultures, concepts like saving face and pride often hold significant value. Some people go to extreme lengths to maintain a facade. Getting punched in the face and calling it robust health, or being knocked down and labeling it bravery. But appearances alone cannot determine happiness or fulfillment. True respect doesn't come from flaunting wealth or material possessions. Consider new money individuals. While their wealth may be impressive, it often doesn't inspire genuine admiration. Real respect comes from within, emanating as a natural charisma and integrity, unconnected to material status. Don't rely on appearances or stretch beyond your means for the sake of pride. Authentic respect is earned by excelling within your capabilities, not by pretending to be someone you're not. As emphasized in the Huangdi Neijing, balance is key. Strong winds will cause disruption. Excessive heat will cause swelling, and excessive dryness will cause withering. Cultivating a modest body aligns with these principles, reflecting the ancient wisdom of moderation and harmony. This approach promotes a balanced and meaningful life, blending physical simplicity with inner peace. Cultivating a wealthy mind. A kind heart, though paired with bad fortune, brings prosperity with age. A bad heart, even with good fortune, turns blessings into misfortune. This proverb highlights that the heart is the root of our being, the wellspring of life, and the foundation of true wealth. To cultivate a wealthy mind is to nurture kindness and generosity. Kindness is the most powerful protection for anyone. A heart devoid of kindness can easily be led astray under provocation, but a kind and generous heart transforms life's challenges into opportunities for peace and growth. William Shakespeare aptly said, "A kind heart is the purest gold." Victor Hugo similarly believed, "Kindness is the most precious gem in human history, and the kind-hearted often surpass the great." Kindness and generosity act as a lifelong credit card, one that opens doors, builds relationships, and creates opportunities. People are naturally drawn to collaborate and connect with those who exude warmth and sincerity. Being kind means maintaining pure intentions from beginning to end. It requires silencing the inner critic and avoiding deceit or insincerity. Those with kind hearts hold onto integrity and enrich the lives of others with their authenticity. A truly wealthy mind is one filled with treasures of thought, wisdom, and compassion. The value of a person lies not in their possessions, but in the content of their heart. Today, we often hear about the pursuit of interesting souls, which stems from cultivating a rich and vibrant inner world. A barren heart diminishes one's worth. To cultivate a wealthy mind is to nurture sincerity and feed the soul. Reading is one of the most powerful tools for this nourishment. Instead of wasting time on idle distractions, devote it to expanding your mind through books and meaningful experiences. In addition to reading, observation and reflection are essential practices for cultivating wisdom. Knowledge and insight grow through a combination of thoughtful learning and active exploration. As the saying goes, read 10,000 books, travel 10,000 miles. By engaging both the mind and body, we gain a deeper understanding of the world and ourselves. The wisdom of cultivation. The Huangdi Beijing states, "The heavens have 4 seasons and 5 elements. The heart is the foundation of the human body." This profound observation reminds us that the heart's influence on our lives is immeasurable and enduring. Cultivating a modest body and a wealthy mind isn't about accumulating wealth or status. It's about nurturing kindness, seeking wisdom, and striving for balance in all aspects of life. True fulfillment comes not from external riches, but from the richness of character and understanding. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this content meaningful or inspiring, please like and share your thoughts in the comments below. We're eager to hear your opinions and continue building a positive, uplifting community together. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos, filled with wisdom and insights to enrich your life. Thank you once again, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video, wishing you a wonderful and meaningful day ahead.